alarms. All this stepping out has brought you right back to the start. But I know if you keep going, you'll leave the floor and hit the stars. The hard times, the bad nights will only last a moment. I know that you'll make it through. So don't fret, you're alright. The pieces may be broken, but they come together, that's the truth. Started taking aim and made a way to something new. You kept on pushing on until the sunshine killed the blue. Keep on showing love and all that pain it has to move. Bad days come around, oh yeah, but even if they do, the hard times, the bad nights will only last a moment. I know that you'll make it through. So don't fret, you're alright. The pieces may be broken, but they come together, that's the truth. Even if you feel like you're stuck in the middle, even if you feel like you can't see the light, I know that these words might mean only a little. If you're in the dark and you lost your sight, I'll be your flashlight. I'll be your flashlight.
Mantinho Club Frequencies will be back. Same time, same
Are
place.
you a DJ,
next week.
music producer,
Welcome
or
to
wannabe
Mantinho
radio
Club
host with a
Frequencies.
passion for dance music? Are you join the movement at mantinhodancepulsefm, the home of fresh talent, bold sounds and non-stop energy? We're building a next-gen dance radio experience and we want you on the lineup. Whether you're spinning house, future rave, techno or EDM classics, if you got the vibes, we've got the platform. Host your own radio show, drop exclusive mixes, reach passionate listeners around the world. Be more than a listener, be a voice. Join Mantinho Dance Pulse FM, where the electronic dance music pulse never stops. Apply now at mantinhodancepulsefm.com or DM us on Instagram at mantinhodancepulsefm. Let's build the future of dance radio together. Yo, what's up, beautiful people? This is Mantinho and you're listening to Mantinho Dance Pulse FM, Mantinho Mystery Hour radio show, yet another radio show, and I wanted to start today the show with new things I wanted to mention for the first time. As you know, the summer is about to end, and from September on Mantinho Dance Plus FM, we will have the most introduced new shows, new music programs that we ever done in a month. So for now, we have prepared 7 new radio shows, radio programs, radio music segments. I'm not gonna share them yet, but it's gonna be 7 new ones. 7, yes, 7 new programs. I'm not gonna share what it will include, but it's gonna be musical programs, and it's gonna be a huge variety of musical programs. So I'm really excited to announce this first here, that we are gonna have like new programs, and there's gonna be 2 programs coming back as well, one weekly and one monthly. So 7 new so far. I'm not saying this is the end. I'm still thinking of introducing new programs. 7 new radio shows, music programs, and 2 coming back ones, which one of them was weekly until like the spring from the start of our radio. So for those who listened to us since the start of December last year knows probably. And we're gonna have a monthly show, radio show, done by me. Also, for those who listen to us from December since like the spring this year, also will probably know what it is. But we have so far 7 new shows starting from September 1st. So I'm really excited to like finally get the summer off, because I mean the summer for me was like probably the most memorable summer of my life actually. It was like a lot of ups and downs, but I will definitely remember this summer forever for my own personal reasons. But yeah guys, so we're gonna start the show Mantinho Mystery Hour today instantly by the first segment of the show, which is called Silent Struggles Nobody Talks About. Mental health battles, addiction recovery, loneliness, why do we hide the most human struggles? Loneliness, why do we hide the most human struggles? I just checked if my voice is okay. By the way guys, as always, I'm live on my Twitch channel with visuals. Today maybe we're gonna do a bit of a less visuals than usual. So I mean 95% of people who listens to these shows listens through my radio, but I will be really appreciated if you guys check my website also, mantinhodancepulsefm.com, because only there you can see our weekly schedules, new shows, because I know most of the people listens to me through like radio directories, so there isn't like a schedule there. So mantinhodancepulsefm.com, there is a weekly schedule, and you will see already for I think like at the last day of the summer, so August 31st, you will see new radio shows starting from September 1st. So definitely check it out. So far we have prepared 7 new radio shows for our listeners around the world. Maybe we will increase it, I'm still thinking. And also we will rework our main music programs like Mantinho Chill, Mantinho Dance Plus FM, Mantinho Classics, and Mantinho Night Ride. So we're gonna completely rework our radio basically since September. So it's gonna be really fun. I'm really excited. And as always, Mantinho Mystery Hour and our weekend show, Saturday Night with Mantinho, which might change the time and like format. Also, I'm really excited about that. So, what I wanted to talk about, silent struggles nobody talks about. I mean, why we as a humans hide these struggles from others, you know? We are, I think, first of all, like, we are a bit insecure. I think every person is a bit insecure, like slightly, and we don't want like to tell our problems or project our problems to other people, especially our family friends, because some of us like have really dark thoughts, deep thoughts, for example, like maybe suicidal thoughts or like daily struggles which we don't want to share. So I think it's in our like basic human biology this that we just don't want to share these struggles with other people. And for me this is completely understandable, because like most of people do not get these struggles and they can like give like only like fake advice and really can't help us. Even if they could help us, you know, maybe like we are not like trusting of telling our issues to other people. Obviously there is people who will be like trusting someone to tell these things, and especially if you are like on the brink of suicide or have these thoughts, definitely tell someone. Don't hesitate, because they can save your life. Addiction recovery, also addictions like drugs, alcohol, like even gambling or sex, like these are serious addictions who ruins like people's lives sometimes. So I guess like there's a lot, probably millions of people struggling with these addictions, and sometimes they can interfere our lives so much that we basically can't think about nothing but only these addictions and struggles. So yeah, for those people also, like, don't hesitate to talk to someone, talk to a friend or family member. I know some people have no one, absolutely no one to talk about. At the very worst, seek like professional help through therapist or psychologist. They can be helpful. I wanted to like emphasize the point of helpful for psychologists and therapists. What I mean by helpful is at the moment, because these people who are on the brink, let's say, of suicide need help the most at the moment. So at the moment, psychologists and psychiatrists and therapists are the best help. But I wanted to emphasize long term, they are not really gonna change your life in a way. You have to do it yourself. So at one point like of the day, you know, of time of your lives, you have to change yourself, like find something to like break and push through these struggles in daily lives. So yeah, you basically just have to find something like that yourself. Loneliness as well. I mean, I think like especially for young guys, most of young guys these days are lonely, and it takes a toll on our mental health and also on our daily life, like daily work, daily hobbies. Because let's be honest, if we feel down most of the time, our work and our hobbies, even our interactions with other people, will take a toll as well, will be like less enjoyable. And we like, people are very receptive about energy, so they're gonna notice like your energy is off, right? And it will really impact your daily life. So as well, for some, loneliness can be like, you know, not having significant other or being unsuccessful, like let's say on dating apps or like dating in general. For some people, loneliness can be just basically not having friends or someone to talk about. So these issues definitely exist and persist. And why do we hide it? It's basically trust issues, and some people just don't know how to communicate them. But as I said, like for those who are deeply affected by this and especially are thinking of suicide or are on the brink of suicide, don't be scared. If you don't have a family or friends to talk about, seek professional help, because that's gonna be really helpful. But at the long term, you will have to figure shit yourself. I'm speaking from experience, and trust me by saying this is cliche, but never giving up on this, really important, because there is like light at the end of the tunnel. And as always, as I like to say, we have one life. We are not cats. We don't have 9 lives. We have only one life, and we have to make the most of it. So yeah, guys, for those who are struggling, you are not alone. Millions of people struggling with these issues. I'm not trying to like bring you down that it's not important and other people struggle, you know. But at the same time, you have to be wary that you are not alone, and there is definitely help. And if you just push and stick through these issues, you will be all right and like prevail in life eventually. And like how to cope with this, I wanted to also mention, find like hobbies to escape. Like there's nothing wrong with it, even if you know, let's say, have addiction of gambling, let's say. You can't just cut it like completely. You can like pick up, like try to play by less, let's say, put less money into this, or just like switch your addiction, for example gambling, to video games. I mean, if you're not investing much in them, it's different kind of, let's say, could be addiction, but escapism from problems really matters. And I like advise to people, if you want to escape from your problems in daily life, try to not indulge yourself in alcohol, drugs. You need to like find like healthy way. Working out could be, working out is the best way of escaping your life's problems. Listening to music, listening to my radio shows and my radio station mantinhodancepulsefm, obviously. And yeah, like playing sports, football, basketball, riding on a bike, going on a run, reading books, playing like board games, for example, even alone or with friends. This is just couple of few examples how you can escape from your struggles, because escaping from them even at the moment will really help you a lot, and help you at least survive at the moment and prolong like at least the hope or like getting better in the future. So escaping from your problems are really important. If you manage to not to do so, obviously by alcohol and drugs, that's amazing. I think all people will eventually find a way. I'm not saying people who use drugs or alcohol won't find a way, right? But as well, I wanted to emphasize on this that it's really bad for your health, and it could take a toll and even push you and bring you even more down. So yeah, most important thing how to overcome this: escapism naturally, and then seeking professional help, and finally you will have to figure yourself out. Nothing really magical will happen in your life. Sometimes it could, but you have to work towards something. Even if there is no hope for you in life, you have to work towards something. Let's say maybe creating a family, let's say having a successful career somewhere, or let's say just even building a great body, because like this could help massively going along the way, because building great body goes along the way of people like seeing you differently and respecting you differently. So yeah guys, at the end of like this segment, silent struggles nobody talks about, I want to wish everyone to push through this and survive by my mentioned methods, because as I said, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and by never giving up, eventually things are gonna get better. And who knows, you might be looking at this like years forward and say, wow, I was into deep shit, really deep shit, but like this activity, for example, helped me push through darkest days, and then eventually I figured out what to do, and I like came back to life amazingly by like almost different colors, and I'm thriving in life. I have everything I want. Dream, guys. Dreaming is free. I'm serious. Like there is like, how do I say, hopeless hope, but there is dreams that you can achieve, and it doesn't like even depend on the age factor. Like you can achieve really these dreams. You have to believe in yourself. You really have to believe. Even in the moment, if you don't believe in yourself, you have to find a way and believe, because belief goes so much along the way of escaping these issues and finally prevailing and conquering your life. Wow, this was a really amazing segment. I really enjoyed this one. I talked a bit, like I would say, like longer than I expected, but I love this. I really love this. Now we're gonna jump into music break, and as you know, on Wednesdays I have special music prepared, so basically themed music for these Mantinho Mystery Hour shows. And today we have a special music prepared, which is my favorite electronic dance music hits of 2021. So we're gonna jump into throwback 4 years past, where still like COVID was limiting our lives. It was second year, but it still was like a weird period of lives. And I think most of the people, like in that time period, let's say, indulge themselves more into music, and like probably a lot of people found what electronic dance music is and genre. So I think most of the people hearing this radio show now will know these tunes for sure. So we're gonna start by my absolute favorite song of 2021, ATB, Topic and A7S rework of Your Love 9 p.m. and Michael Calfan Bittersweet. And after these two songs, I'm gonna be back to another segment of the show. And as well, let me play the jingle of ATB Topic A7S Your Love by Mantinho Dance Pulse FM.
Mantinho Dance Pulse FM.
Passing every red light, I know I'm in over my head. A rebel and I don't hide. Remember all the words that you said. Even if the love was hurting, I'll be yours, I'll be yours again. I can feel the fires burning.
from the corner of you. See 1,000 burn up stars in these lonely eyes of you. I don't think you know, but there's still room in my heart for you, for you. Why are you so bitter, 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 bitter sweet? Do you know you are the reason of my misery? Oh, my heart was out, I'm biting, biting, biting down my teeth. Why are you so bitter, bitter, bitter sweet? Why are you so bitter, 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 bitter sweet? Do you know you are the reason of my misery? Oh, my heart was out, I'm biting, biting, biting down my teeth. Why are you so bitter, bitter, bitter sweet? Now I'm here now I'm here now I'm here now I'm here
Loving the music? Keep it going. Show your support by buying us a coffee at mantinhodancepulsefm.com. mantinhodancepulsefm. Feel the pulse of electronic dance hit music. You can support Mantinho Dance Pulse FM by going on our website mantinhodancepulsefm.com. Support Mantinho Dance Pulse FM. Mantinho Dance Pulse FM is powered by euphoric EDM vibes, deep beats, and way too much caffeine. Haha. Well, maybe not too much, but you know, you have to sell it somehow, right? If you're vibing with the music, fuel the mission, buy us a coffee and keep the sound alive. Every little donation, every little tip helps and keeps us going and keeps us growing, producing the more and bigger, the better music segments and radio shows to our dear listeners all over the world. As I said, I'm gonna be mentioning this multiple times since the month of September. So from September the 1st, we will have at least 7 new radio shows on Mantinho Dance Pulse FM, and we're gonna rework our like old classic shows, music programs. So I'm really excited about that. At the end of the summer, last day of the summer, you, our listeners, can and will be able to see what shows I'm bringing on Mantinho Dance Pulse FM by visiting our website, mantinhodancepulsefm.com. We are jumping into the second segment of the show, which is called Dark Side of Technology. AI replacing intimacy, doom scrolling addictions, or secret digital double lives, fake accounts, online affairs. So we're gonna talk about a bit that, and also we're gonna talk about other issues of technology. Because let's say I'm gonna speak from experience. First of all, I also like experience this. You know, on internet you kinda wanna, my personal opinion, make the world better place and help people, but there's always are trolls, damaged trolls who have nothing to do better with their lives. They are damaged, they have no hope, so they're gonna create fake troll accounts and just troll everyone, spreading misinformation and just bullying, harassing like other people by this. Like, honestly, for them, get a life, like seriously, like what else can I say? Like, people like that, stupid people, will exist probably forever, you know, we can't really change that. But like the biggest troll and like the biggest fool they make of the situation is eventually themselves. Why? Because they literally waste time by being fake themselves, and they feeling like sort of I don't know, victory like or achievement that they trolling people all over like social media, and they like, I don't know, get maybe like fame or little dopamine hit, like, ha, I will bully you, oh, and people will support me. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, honestly, like, I find this actually hilarious that in the age of 2025 these people still exist. If you like have nothing to do with your life, like at the very least, like, use your real account, not maybe real name if you want to stay like anonymous, but why the fuck are you trolling? Like, fix your life first, like, seriously. Like, you have nothing better to do with your life, like, just then troll people and, like, I don't know, insult or abuse people for no reason. Like, come on, this is just, like, straight up bullshit in my opinion. So, yeah. Let's see. Dark side of technology refers to the negative impacts and potential harms associated with technological advancements and their increasing pervasiveness in our lives. These can range from individual issues like technostress and addiction to broader societal concerns like environmental damage and the spread of misinformation. So, technostress, the stress and anxiety caused by the constant need to learn and adapt to new technologies, leading to potential physical and mental health issues. Addiction, excessive use of technology, particularly social media and smartphones, can lead to addiction, impacting focus, productivity, and mental well being. Cyberbullying and harassment online platforms can be used to bully, harass, and abuse individuals, causing significant emotional distress. Privacy concerns, the collection and potential misuse of personal data by tech companies raise concerns about individual privacy and security. Digital distraction, notifications, social media feeds, and the constant stream of information can lead to decreased productivity and difficulty focusing. So yeah, basically these are the main issues. And now let's talk about other issues like AI these days, For me, artificial intellect, like in internet now, like ChatGPT and everything, is good thing. I think introduced in our society because I really think AI is better than 99% of humans. Let's be honest, they are, and like as the time goes past, they're probably gonna increase of the percentage. Like I wouldn't be surprised. The main issue that we as the people, misuse these things for like really bad things. So there isn't like, I would say, like AI to blame for the side of technology these days, but for us, for misusing the AI for our worst like thoughts and behaviors in life, which is replacing intimacy. A lot of guys, let's say, struggle like with attracting other females and like having sex, like having no sex pretty much. So they replace these thoughts, by indulging into artificial intelligence. Not even I'm talking about like pornography between like human beings, but exactly like pornography between like basically artificial intelligence, like created images or even videos these days. So yeah, we're going and jumping and going down and down into this loop, and it's really not good. Like it's okay to escape into these things, but like at the end of the day, like prolonged term damage is significant for these individuals who especially use AI to replace intimacy. Doom scrolling addictions, like basically scrolling and like basically scrolling your phone for no reason for like hours, and trying to find something. This is really bad. I think like most of the people experience this when we go into phones and social media or something to watch, we really like experience these types of things, and it's really bad for our as well mental health, because we get quick dopamine hits, and then like basically our brain depletes dopamine completely, and then we basically become unhappy. And happiness and unhappiness linked to a lot of issues we have in our daily lives, so that's really important. Secret digital double lives, like fake accounts, as I told, online trolls, and online affairs as well, like people, not even by fake accounts, but let's say some people that are like married or having kids with significant other, and they go on like, let's say, dating apps or platforms to basically cheat on their partners, or like try to find somebody to like have an affair with. So yeah, that's also not really good. I mean, that's not like, I would say, not like worse than like AI replacing intimacy or even doom scrolling addictions, but that's not good. Like, like cheating on your significant other, especially if you created family together by like online platforms, and maybe lying as well to other people, like you are single, for example, and going on dates. Like for me, that's obviously not acceptable. I mean, that's not like the biggest crime you can do, obviously, but it's just like mentally and I would say like psychologically just not right. And like, yeah, basically that's how like technology can be misused these days. There is really like a lot of fundamentals on how people can misuse technology. as I said, AI replacing intimacy, doom scrolling addiction, secret digital double lives, techno stress addiction, cyberbullying and harassment, privacy concerns, and digital distraction. So yeah, at the end of the day, these things like basically affects our dopamine receptors, and like who are linked to happiness, and we basically become less and less happy. And as I said, like happiness and being unhappy is linked to a lot of issues and problems we have in our daily life. So I will wish for my dear listeners around the world who listens to this show right now to like really try and first identify your issues with technology these days. What is causing to you long term by being unhappy? Maybe it's pornography, maybe it's just fake trolls in social media, maybe it's just scrolling. So how do we fix these issues? AI replacing intimacy, it's hard, especially for guys. It's hard, but you have to try. We have to try, like, I don't know, like we will not create family like with these AI bots, like with these fake like generated images of women, for example. Doom scrolling addictions also, like try to limit your exposure, do more earthy things like reading a book, going on a hike, or basically going on a walk, running, indulging into sports, working out. That would be much better for your mental health. Secret digital double lives, like fake accounts, obviously just identify trolls and block them, ignore them, but like try to not see their basically accounts. Like online affairs, you can't like really protect yourself from those. Especially I would say as from woman's perspective. As a guy's it's different. I think woman also does these things obviously, but I think there's a different a bit of a perception of these problems. But yeah, so this is a dark side of technology. At the end of the day, we choose ourselves how we use technology and these things. I will just wish to my dear listeners around the world, identify the issues you have with technology, with different types of issues, and try to reduce them, especially if they cause unhappiness in your daily life. And trust me when I say this, you will feel much better when you identify your issues and solve them little by little, and then you can basically achieve more and more things in your daily life. We are jumping into another music break. Today's theme is 2021 electronic dance music favorites by me, DJ Mantinho. Right on, Nightcrawlers, Mufasa and Hype Man. Friday, I think everyone knows this tune. Dopamine Re-Edit and Rehab Sigala JP Copper Runaway. And after this, I'm gonna be back with another segment of the show.
Mantinho Dance Pulse FM.
Mufasa, you know we finally here, right? Well, it's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday. It's Friday again, it's Saturday, Sunday. It's Friday again, it's Saturday, Sunday. It's Friday again, it's Saturday, Sunday. It's Friday again,
I thought the hands of time would change me, and I'd be over this by now. Yeah, it's been too long since we got crazy. I'm lucky spinning out. I'm counting down till Friday come. I'm gonna do too much. No, I'm all in my bag, that's clutch. Feeling it. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, endless weekend on a wave, yeah.
It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday. It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday. It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday. It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday.
This could be bad
Sunday what?
I know we've been close since we were kids, and you used to swing my way, knock my door, come out to play. You tell me everything, I'm always listening to the stories that we made while we were sipping lemonade. But there's something in our soul, and now we're boozing, now we're older. We get nervous every time that we get close, but the music's getting louder and the drinks are getting harder. Everybody knows the way that this thing goes. Take my hand and pull me closer, kiss me now before I'm sober. I don't wanna run away, run away, run away. I don't wanna run away, run away, run away. I'm singing hallelujah. I think my shirt would suit ya. I don't wanna run away, run away, run away. I don't wanna run away, run away, run away. It happens every time that we go out. Wish that I could walk you home. Instead I text you on your phone some drunken message that I know that I'll regret. It was simple in the days when we were sipping lemonade. But there's something in our soul, and now we're boozing, now we're older. We get nervous every time that we get close, but the music's getting louder and the drinks are getting harder. Everybody knows the way that this thing goes. Take my hand and pull me closer, kiss me now before I'm sober. I don't wanna run away, run away, run away. I don't wanna run away, run away, run away. I'm singing hallelujah. I think my shirt would suit ya. I don't wanna run away, run away, run away. I don't wanna run away, run away, run away.
This isn't just a Saturday night, it's Saturday night with Mantinho. Join the vibrant 2-hour experience, Mantinho talk show plus a fresh new electronic dance music mix every Saturday at 6 p.m. British Summer Time on mantinhodancepulsefm. Dive into trending topics, relatable stories, and live audience interactions, all delivered with Mantinho's signature energy and authenticity. Catch the livestream visuals on Twitch at twitch.tv/Mantinho. Feel the fun, feel the pulse. Saturday night with Mantinho. Every Saturday, 6 p.m. British Summer Time on Mantinho Dance Pulse FM. Saturday night with Mantinho, every Saturday from 6 p.m. British Summer Time on Mantinho Dance Pulse FM. As I said, I'm still thinking of changing the time of the show, maybe do this on Sundays, because on Saturdays 6 p.m. British Summer Time is really the perfect time for me, and I think for every listener. I thought maybe change the show to Sundays, but I checked my radio statistics, and on Sundays, especially evenings, like the least amount of people listens, which makes actually sense. So it wouldn't really make sense to maybe change it, but I'm still thinking about it. And like eventually, like people, you will guys know on Friday/early Saturday if I'm changing the show or not. But as I wanted to say, I started with Sunday evening shows for Saturday night with Mantinho. I'm thinking like it's gonna be obviously first autumn that I do these shows, because we started this radio from December the 1st last winter. So I'm thinking it makes sense to like maybe go back to Sunday shows. I'm not sure yet, so I will decide it in the upcoming days, and you guys will definitely know of my like decision if we stick with Saturdays for now until early September or a change to Sundays. Now we're jumping into another segment which is called The Mask We Wear. Exploring how people hide their true selves in relationships, work, or friendships. Let's see. People often wear masks in relationships and friendships to protect themselves, fit in, or manage how others perceive them. While some masking can be a healthy way to navigate social situations, excessive or persistent masking can hinder genuine connection and personal growth. So why people wear these masks? Self-protection. Masks can shield individuals from potential judgment, rejection, or emotional pain. Fitting in. People may feel pressure to conform to social norms or expectations, leading them to adopt behaviors or personalities that align with a group or situation. Controlling perception. Masks can be used to project a desired image, such as strength, confidence, or success. Avoiding conflict. Masking can be a way to avoid uncomfortable conversations or confrontations by suppressing true feelings or opinions. And survival tactic. In some cases, masking can be a learned behavior developed as a way to cope with difficult or challenging situations. So impact of these things, what they do to ourselves: hindered authenticity, loss of self, emotional toll, stunted growth, and inauthentic relationships. So when is the time to actually take off this mask and finally trust someone to be your true yourself? When you feel a disconnect between your true self and the persona you're presenting. That's a really good point. When you feel exhausted from constantly maintaining a facade. I can imagine how exhausting it is for people to live these lives like that. When you're ready to experience more authentic connections and relationships. Yes. And the last one, when you're willing to be vulnerable and embrace your true self, even if it means facing potential judgment or rejection. Yes. Vulnerability goes a long way of being complete as a person, Really, a lot of people are scared of being fragile or vulnerable. I understand, especially for guys, but a little bit of vulnerability makes us unique and complete in our ways that we are complete as a human being. So being vulnerable in the right moment, right time, with the right people is really good in my opinion. And it makes us what we are, true, authentic, and lively, and unique, and it's what makes us human. So vulnerability is a really important part on our lives for sure. Do we ever show our authentic selves, or is life just a performance? For me personally, right, I will give my personal perspective and then I will dive into others. Do we ever show our authentic selves? Me, yes, I am very authentic and unique as a person. I think no one, when speaking to me in person or know me for at least 6 to 12 months, no one will find the same person similar in qualities and personality, thinking, and physique obviously as me. I'm very, very authentic and unique as a person, and I'm proud of it, because our world and society has really a lot of fake bullshit people in our lives, and it causes multiple issues in our lives, that we have today in our society. So I'm very proud of who I am as a person, and the struggles I carry makes me stronger in my daily lives. And yeah, I'm really proud that I'm this way, and I think people who knows me are really actually proud as well to know a person like me. So that's all it matters for me. For other people as well, I think when you fully trust someone friends or family, you can fully be yourself. But for example, people who don't know you, you can't. Or even if you try to be your authentic and unique self, people will mistake you for someone you are not. It sounds kind of silly and funny, but it is the way it is. I especially notice it myself interactive with women. Usually how do I say this? they are like have completely different like perspective, like who am I as a person versus who I'm truly actually am. But like, how do I say this? Like, I'm not gonna like, how do I say, not even kiss their asses or something like that, but like try to be someone like that I'm not, you know. Like, it's up to those people to think whatever they want about me. But basically, like, just be true, authentic, unique yourself, and especially like with other people, like other gender, especially in dating wise, because eventually if you're being unique and authentic and true to yourself, you're gonna find your person and stick with it. You're gonna find your soulmate eventually if you try. Because let's say you like pretend you are someone that you're not, you're gonna attract the wrong type of person, and then you're gonna like, let's say, be in a relationship with someone like that, and like it will not make sense because your values eventually and thinking in life will clash, and eventually you guys will part ways. So it's really a waste of time, you know. Like the mask we wear, obviously we can't, like woman cannot like share their true yourselves to us guys at first, and we cannot do that as well. It's like basic human biology and psychology, but at the end of the day, the more unique and authentic you are in the early stages of dating and knowing that person, girl on a guy, that's the better, because eventually you will find your person this way. So I really wish for people that like these masks we wear like don't especially limit our growth and don't take us emotionally in our daily lives, and eventually we find people or persons who are truly we trust, and we stay true authentic ourselves as we are. Almost, I would say, all people having like unique and authentic qualities, but a lot of them, 99% of people, basically they don't know until like they try to do something about it. So yeah guys, I will wish you really be authentic and unique, embrace your like self, who you are truly, and start trusting the right type of people. Find the people who you can trust, have prolonged relationships with them at least for like 6 to 12 months at the bare minimum, and you can like open up to them, be authentic, true to yourself, and it's gonna be better than this fake bullshit masks we wear in daily life. So yeah guys, at the end of the day, you know, we are unique in our each way, but most of us in our lives will not like unlock that uniqueness. I managed to unlock it with our radio, with my radio shows and this radio, so I'm really happy that I managed to do so, and yeah, I hope you people managed to do so as well. We're jumping into another music break, and we have some couple of more segments to do. Theme of today, Best Electronic Music of 2021 by me, DJ Mantinho, John Summit, Make Me Feel, and Jonas Blue and Leon, Hear Me Say. And after these two songs, I'm gonna be back on another very interesting segment of the show, which I'm gonna actually be sharing what it's called. Lust versus love. So yeah, stay tuned.
Right now.
Mantinho Dance Pulse FM.
It's the way you look at me.
Are you a DJ, music producer, or wannabe radio host with a passion for dance music? Join the movement at mantinhodancepulsefm, the home of fresh talent, bold sounds, and non-stop energy. We're building a next-gen dance radio experience, and we want you on the lineup. Whether you're spinning house, future rave, techno or EDM classics, if you got the vibes, we've got the platform. Host your own radio show, drop exclusive mixes, reach passionate listeners around the world. Be more than a listener, be a voice. Join Mantinho Dance Pulse FM, where the electronic dance music pulse never stops. Apply now at mantinhodancepulsefm.com or DM us on Instagram at mantinhodancepulsefm. Let's build the future of dance radio together. You can join Mantinho Dance Pulse FM by visiting to our website mantinhodancepulsefm.com. Join Mantinho Dance Pulse FM. Are you a DJ, producer, wannabe radio host, voice talent, or passionate radio enthusiast? Want your music played on air, pitch an idea, or just get involved with Mantinho Dance Pulse FM? You're in the right place. I'm always open to exciting new energy and ideas. Who can reach us out? Producers and DJs? Vocalists and artists, especially radio hosts. We're still looking for radio hosts to have a weekly daily shows, not only my voice but someone else's. I'm still looking and I'm not gonna give up till I find somebody. Trust me on this. I'm serious. Sponsors and brands, let's build together. And listeners just want to contribute or help out, reach out to. You can reach us out if you want to. Join Mantinho Dance Pulse FM on Instagram at Mantinho Dance Pulse FM, via email mantinhodancepulsefm@gmail.com, or submit the form on our website, which is link produced there. So yeah, you can find all the information on mantinhodancepulsefm.com. Join Mantinho Dance Pulse FM. We are jumping into two topics at once now, two different segments. First one, lust versus love, the gray area between physical attraction and emotional connection. Well, then, let's discuss this. Lust and love are distinct but can be intertwined, especially in the early stages of a relationship. Lust is primarily driven by physical attraction and sexual desire, while love is deeper, more complex, encompassing emotional connection, shared values, and commitment. The gray area arises when lustful feelings are mistaken for love, particularly when intense physical attraction obscures a lack of genuine connection and emotional intimacy. So yeah, personally for me, lust versus love, it's very easy to identify. In the moment, you can be mistaken, obviously, lust and love, because it's definitely a fine line between these two. But for me, lust basically when I'm really attracted physically, let's say, to a woman or a girl, and just want to like fuck the shit out of her or have sex with her, you know. And love, that I want somebody, not necessarily sometimes even physically attracted, but see deep human qualities, unique and like expansive, authentic human being. And I love his personality, her personality at this point, and I like see her as a girl, you know, to fall in love with and like build a future together. So there is a fine line that we can mistake these things. I think women especially mistake these things, lust versus love. For guys who actually have a lot of sexual experience, they don't really mistake, maybe at the moment sometimes, but we can think like rationally what is love and what is lust. And women, even if they have like experience, unless they have a lot of sexual partners in the past, they really like get lost in this. And I understand why, because women are emotional creatures and we as a men are more logical and rational creatures. So yeah, it's completely understandable. So differences: lust focus is on physical attraction, sexual desire, and immediate gratification, versus love, emotional connection, empathy, intimacy as well, but as well as shared values. Intensity: lust can be intense and exciting, but often fades quickly. Love develops over time, growing stronger with shared experiences and emotional investment. Emotional depth: lust lacks deep emotional connection, shared values, and long-term commitment. That's a really important trait on how to identify lust versus love. And love includes a deep emotional bond, trust, and a willingness to support each other's growth. Motivation, lust is driven by the desire for physical pleasure and novelty. Yes. And love motivation driven by a desire for the other person's well-being, happiness, and long-term connection. And duration of the lust often short-lived, especially if not accompanied by other factors, and love duration can endure through challenges and time, deepening with shared history. So yeah. The gray area arrives when there is confusion. Easy to confuse the intense physical attraction of lust with love, especially in the early stages. Yes, as I talked about at the start of this segment. Misinterpretation: people may believe they are in love when they are experiencing strong physical attraction and desire. Yes, this applies for both men and women, but I would say especially for women. Fading: as the initial physical attraction fades, the lack of emotional depth and shared values in a lust-based relationship may become apparent, and importance of emotional connection. A healthy relationship requires more than just physical attraction, emotional intimacy, shared values, and a deep connection, and crucial long-term fulfillment. So to navigate and decide these gray areas, assess emotional connection, consider shared values between you guys, be patient, and try to think rationally, and communicate. Open and honest communication about your feelings and expectations is essential. Ultimately, understanding the differences between lust and love is crucial for building healthy and fulfilling relationships between two people. Yeah. And is it possible to be in love with more than one person at the same time? This is taboo angle of this segment. To be honest, I think it is. I actually think it is. You can deeply love, romantically, especially as a guys, a couple of women at the same time. For women, though, I think it's different. I think you can't truly love both guys. A woman really picks the one guy they truly deeply and strongly love and fall in love with, and they pick one. So I would say there is a difference between men. Us guys can definitely love multiple women with our hearts at the same time, and women just cannot. They always will have one guy that they fall in love with. So yeah, that's the reality. So yeah, guys, lust versus love, really fun segment to do. And I would say, at the end of the day, you guys navigate these things through experiences and try to think rationally long term rather than emotionally, and you will guys be fine. Sometimes lust is more needed in our life, sometimes love is our needed. It depends on our life situations and life goals. At the end of the day, and to close this segment, choose at the moment what's best for you. Don't mistake lust for love, and try to rationally rather than emotionally think about these things, and 99% of people will be fine. Those 1% eventually will figure the things out. So yeah, guys, really fun segment to do. We're jumping into another segment instantly, which is called The Dark Side of Kindness. I really wanted to talk about this. So the of kindness refers to situations where being excessively kind or giving can lead to negative consequences for the individual, such as burnout, resentment, or being taken advantage of. While kindness is generally viewed as a positive trait, is unchecked or imbalanced application can create problems, especially when it comes at the expense of one's own well-being or when it is not reciprocated. Yeah, I would say especially for guys. But most human beings mistake kindness for weakness. But as a guys, if we are being really kind to women we love or women in general who we find romantically compatible with, what happens? They think we are just too nice, not too kind. Women can't really appreciate our kindness. It's just in their biology. I'm not saying treat them like shit always. There has to be a balance of treating women like shit and being kind. There's definitely has to be a balance in these things. But yeah, it's just it is what it is. I would say for those really kind guys, not nice guys, because nice guys are being fake kind for their own benefit. truly kind people, like, you know, get hurt the most. Not those nice guys, but truly kind. I'm speaking from experience, because why? We are basically getting misinterpreted and misunderstood, and then what happens? Yeah, woman basically misunderstands us and actually thinks we are just nice, fake nice, and they get turned off. Yeah, woman really can't differentiate niceness and kindness. Really can't. It is what it is. Is kindness genuine, or do we secretly expect something in return? Well, as I said, you know, for a nice guys, they definitely secretly expect something in return. For those truly genuine kind guys out there, like, I mean, we expect some sort of like reciprocation, I guess, because we just can't be kind to, let's say, a person, not necessarily a girl, but a guy as well. And we're not getting like those kindness or something back in return. We just can't. So I think everyone expects like secretly something in return. Problem is with this, like, nice guys, for example, expect like every time something in return. And like truly kind guys just respect some sort of reciprocation within their kindness. Like, it will be like, I don't know, like in communication, in other people's actions, but yeah. So yeah, this is the dark side of kindness. In essence, the dark side of kindness highlights the importance of setting boundaries, knowing when to say no, and prioritizing one's own needs is crucial for maintaining well-being. This is very crucial, and I like advise, especially for guys who are truly kind, say no more often. Don't be afraid to hurt people even you love, because it's for your own good. Reciprocity. Kindness should ideally be a two-way street with mutual support and appreciation, which we talked about previously. Self-awareness, recognizing when kindness is being misused or when it's leading to negative consequences, is important for making adjustments. And, as always, I like to say, the most important thing in life is all about balance. So balance. Striving for a balance between kindness and self-care, assertiveness and healthy boundaries. And yeah, guys, if you struggle with this, you know, being mistaken like kindness or for weaknesses, really apply some of these things in your daily lives. The most important thing is setting boundaries, knowing when to say no. Don't be like kind to everyone, especially if they don't reciprocate your kindness in one way or another. And yeah, be self-aware that these things just happen. It is what it is in daily life. You don't have to become evil person and change your ways. You just have to basically, yeah, knowing setting boundaries and when to say no, and like try to balance these things. Balance is the most important thing of this, because why would you want to be like, let's say, fake kind or just stop being kind at all if people like mistaken you? The right type of person will not mistake this seriously, even if it's significant other. There has to be balance, as I said, but they won't. So you guys need to surround yourself with truly the right people in your lives. And when you do that, when you truly do that, you will not be afraid to be kind ever again and set boundaries ever again. So yeah, guys, be kind, not nice, and the right person will not mistake your kindness for weakness. Lovely, lovely segment we have. We are jumping into another music break with two banging songs, and after those I'm gonna be back with the last segment of the show before we play two games at the end. Moti and Latch on and on to really banging club tune, and Fries and Lizotte Missing You. And after this, I'm back with the last segment of the show, which is gonna be called When You Lost Yourself in Life. Loving the music? Keep it going. Show your support by buying us a coffee at mantinhodancepulsefm.com. mantinhodancepulsefm. Feel the pulse of electronic dance hit music.
Do you even know that song? Da 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 da. And so it goes on and on. The music plays. Do you even know that song? Da 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 da. goes on and on. And when the morning comes, my ears are ringing. Vibrations, they be going on and on and on. And when the morning comes, my ears are ringing. Vibrations, they be going on and on and on. And so it goes on and on. And when the morning comes, my ears are ringing. Vibrations, they be going on.
Mantinho Dance Pulse FM.
It's 24 minutes past 10 p.m. here in Vilnius. I'm back with the last segment of the show, which is called When You Lost Yourself in Life. Basically, I'm gonna speak from my heart here without using any internet sources or like even background music. You know, people, sometimes in life shit happens and we just lose ourselves. We don't know what the fuck to do, how the fuck do we like overcome these issues that we're having, and we really get lost in this life, and then it takes like our mental health issues arrive and like unhappiness and all sorts of things. You know, for some it could be like health issues, for others heartbreak, for some like losing their loved ones, like maybe losing their job, maybe failing your career or unsuccessful career, maybe also losing your friend, like, or basically just not being friends with someone. And like sometimes basic events in life, we just get lost in life and we don't know what the fuck to do next. How do we find ourselves again? First of all, I think the most important thing for me that I wanted to say here is that time heals all wounds. So you got to give a time. You can't rush how do I say this? Like find yourself again as quickly as possible. Do not do that and do not try to force it, because you're gonna do like even more damage yourself like doing that. How do you find yourself again? I think it's pretty simple in a way. Time, as I said, time. Within time, you will figure shit out, especially if it's like you lost yourself because of a failing career, or like you got fired from job, or like heartbreak, you know, you coming out of relationship. These things, healing and heals time, only time. The worst thing you can do is rush to these situations, because you're gonna like do even more damage to yourself. But yeah, time heals these wounds. You gotta give it time, as long as it takes, and eventually you should be able to find yourself again. What steps does it take? Whole process from being sad to happy again. Let's take an example. For example, for most of people, someone broke up with them in a relationship. Like, let's say the girl broke up with the guy and he feels like that's it, his world fell apart. He loved her deeply, thought everything's all right, but the girl said like, I can't do it anymore, I'm unhappy and I'm breaking up. And it's hard for that guy, let's say, because he loved her deeply, still loves her, and like boom, out of nowhere she says, that's it, I'm breaking up. And basically you're not even like gonna speak with her ever again or see that person. Like all of a sudden it's just boom and happens. How do you find yourself again from being sad to happy again? I will tell this in particular situation, but the blueprint applies to all situations. First of all, what you gotta do is find the pleasurable activity who can take your mental like off this like heartbreak and breakup. Sports, working out, the best activity for everything, for those people who fell like into depression. Working out, building a great body, and doing sports exercises, playing sports like football, basketball, tennis. The best step you can take to escape, and the most healthy. Listening to music as well, especially, as I said, listening to my radio station, mantinhodancepulsefm, because for me, electronic dance music is like therapy, honestly. You don't need like therapists. Music is our therapy, honestly. Now, other things could be escapism of a form of like video games, watching movies, watching TV series, even like, let's say, indulging into sexual activity, sexual pleasure, masturbation, or having sex with other people as well. So yeah, escapism is important. I will say why, because like if you're really being sad and maybe even have suicidal thoughts, it's really important to like seek help in a way that you don't do any harm to yourself, because as I said, time heals these wounds, and as time passes you will find yourself again. But basically it will happen one day, it just will click, like you're not really bothered by it again, especially I would say for guys, if you're pushing for something into career, like it says, like heartbreak happened or you lost a friend, you're not friends with someone anymore or something like that, then if you're pushing, like diving deep into your career and making progress, eventually you will find happiness in that and like forget these things. So yeah, guys, process from being sad to happy. Again, the most important thing to find activities who takes off your mind of these things, find pleasure in it, and like maybe even find deeper meaning in it, and especially push always for something more, career wise, family wise, friends wise, love wise. Push and aim for something more, because most of people in life don't even aim for nothing. They try to live normal lives like NPCs are all over the street, like trying to blend into society without like living their life to the fullest. And don't be this person. Be like difference makers, trendsetter like person who is deep, unique and authentic within yourself. And I promise you, this temporary loss of life in your life will actually build you as a stronger person, and you will prevail and become even better version of yourself in life. And not only that, but you're gonna achieve much more happiness and success within your life. So that's what I wish for you, happiness and success in your lives. I'm jumping into a little short music break, and I'm back with the last two games of the show. Real fun show we were having today. Before we do that music break, I wanted to tell, as I tell, from September the 1st we have new segments of Mantinho Dance Pulse FM, which includes even seven at least, I'm still expanding my radio program, seven new music programs, radio shows, or just radio slash music programs. I'm really excited about that. You're gonna see it on August 31st on my website, mantinhodancepulsefm.com, with the change scheduled and like those new shows. And as well, there's gonna be two previous old shows which will be coming back to Mantinho Dance Floors FM. So yeah, we're gonna have a really fun September in here. I'm very excited and cannot wait. And now EBSB, Echo, and Lizot and Jerome Soba. And after this, I'm gonna be back with the last two games of the show.
Right now.
Mantinho Dance Pulse FM.
Let go, I don't wanna let go, cause wherever I go, I can hear your echo. Promised you would never leave me. Oh, how I'd hold on to those words. Since you've been gone, it isn't easy. And late at night, it's getting worse. Memories hard to erase. Everywhere I see your face.
Loving the music? Keep it going. Show your support by buying us a coffee at mantinhodancepulsefm.com. mantinhodancepulsefm. Feel the pulse of electronic dance hit music. You can support Mantinho Dance Plus FM by going on our website mantinhodancepulsefm.com. Every little tip, every little donation helps and keeps us going and growing and keep producing better and more musical/radio show programs and segments to our dear listeners around the world. So definitely, if you wish to do so, check out mantinhodancepulsefm.com, support Mantinho Dance Plus FM, and we are jumping into the last two games of the show. First one is, will I get rich this year if? Fun segment to end off, so let's go. Let's put some background music on. Will I get rich this year if I stop spending money on coffee and start investing it in crypto? I mean, it depends on how much you invest in coffee. Like, coffee is not that expensive, right? I don't think you would, because crypto is long-term investment. You can obviously get rich in short-term if you risk a lot. But yeah, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not gonna advise people this. Will I get rich this year if I finally sell that old iPhone 6 lying in my drawer? No. You will get additional money unless you invest into some penny stock and that penny stock blows up like 1,000 times. You could. So yeah, maybe. But probability is insanely low. Sorry to disappoint. Will I get rich this year if I start manifesting with Pinterest quotes every morning? I mean, manifestation, there is some truth in manifestation and manifesting yourself better future and finances. I mean, you can try. I wouldn't say you will, but if you believe it and take actions, not only manifest it with quotes, but especially take action with it, you can. I'm not saying you will, but you can for sure, especially if you believe in yourself. Will I get rich this year if I invest all my money into NFTs of pigeons wearing hats? No, NFTs are scam, don't even think about it. Will I get rich this year if I actually listen to my mom's advice for once? No, do not even, I'm not gonna start, you won't. Will I get rich this year if I marry someone rich and hope they don't notice my Spotify premium is on their card? That's funny. I mean, that's funny. No, you won't, but that's funny. Will I get rich this year if I become a professional TikTok dance coach? I mean, that's kind of a very niche and I don't think needed. You can try. This year, I don't think you would, but maybe, like in the future, maybe. Will I get rich this year if I launch my OnlyFans but only post pictures of my hands? Unless you're really rich and famous, people like I remember John Cena, professional wrestler, did like something with OnlyFans to promote his movie. Like, basically he did a video, I will play with my balls, like, you know, like it's different meaning, but you know, and people like bought it and checked it, and he was playing with like two balls. I don't know if like they are like toy like balls, but he was basically juggling those. Obviously not his balls that he has within his pants, but like juggling like two balls, you know. So yeah, no, if you're like really famous, you could, but probably if you're not, then probably not. Will I get rich this year if I start selling motivational rocks on Etsy? Nah, that's a cool side hustle though, but you can earn additional money, so if you really want to do so, yeah, go for it. Will I get rich this year if I stop ordering food delivery at 2 a.m.? Sleep at 2 a.m. That's quite late. Not by eating. You're gonna gain shit tons of weight. No, you won't. And do not do that for your own sake of health. Will I get rich this year if I invest an app that reminds people to drink water but charges $9.99 per month? No, that's quite stupid idea. Do not do this. Will I get rich this year if I finally figure out how to beat the casino slot machines? I mean, you won't figure out. Those machines are designed you to lose. Obviously, people can get lucky and like win millions. So like you can test your luck by how much you're willing to lose. But just take a note that most likely you will lose. If you have no other way and you want to try and you say, fuck it, I have some spare money, let's go to casino and maybe we'll get lucky. Sure, go for it. But will you get rich? Most likely no. You can though, you can. You can. I mean, it's the truth. You can get lucky. Will I get rich this year if I sell limited edition Mantinho Dance Pulse FM merch with just my face on it? I mean, if you decide to do so, contact me. I'm not like trying to like give you a permission, but like I would promote it if you want. So yeah, but let's say you will get rich, so definitely like check it out and do it, and let me know on my socials at mantinhog on Instagram if you will do so. Will I get rich this year if I convince Elon Musk to adopt me? I think he has enough kids and problems already, so good luck trying to convince him to adopt you, but no. That's not gonna happen. And last one, will I get rich this year if I buy one lottery ticket and call it financial planning? I mean, it's not a financial planning. You can get lucky and maybe you will. Who knows? You can get successful and like in lottery and maybe win something like major. So like definitely investing in lottery is not a bad thing, as much as you don't invest like a lot of money, like 1-2 like let's say tickets, like cheap ones for a couple of euros. It's fine, even weekly, like you know, you never know what happens in life. So as long as you try to change your life even by lottery, you know, if you not over invest, you can like achieve success. So yeah guys, you might get rich. I'm not saying you will, you might, especially if you believe in yourself and like just test your luck. We're jumping into one last music break. David Guetta, Morten and Love Speak, Save My Life, and I'm gonna be back with the last game of the show, which is called Does She See Me as Long-Term Relationship or Hookup Only Option If? Really fun game. gonna die out, and like especially David Guetta and Morton will keep producing it and maybe elevating as David Guetta always does with his music. Last game of the show. Does she see me as long-term relationship or hookup only option? If. Let's see. So long-term relationship or hookup only if I text back instantly every time, even faster than her Wi-Fi. I mean, I would say like she probably every time like she will consider neither, but more so long-term relationship. Second one, if I only take her on dates to McDonald's but say it's for the vibes, more of a hookup option. If I introduce her to my friends as bro, kind of friend zoning her in a way, hookup option. If I remember her coffee order better than her birthday, relationship option. If I wear socks with sandals on the first date, I mean, probably hookup, but I feel like she will get turned off and you're not gonna go and get either. If I tell her my biggest dream is to become a professional Fortnite player, she's gonna get turned off either way, so you get neither. I'm not picking this, you get neither, dear. If I post her on Instagram stories but crop half her face out, I mean, that would be weird. I think like she would get like, if you do it like often, you probably get nothing here. I'm serious. If I send her memes at 3 a.m. but never ask about her day, that's fine. I would say both for relationship and hookup. Probably more so for a hookup. Yeah, definitely. If I bring a toothbrush to your place on the second date, I mean, you're planning to stay over, so probably longer term relationship, I guess. If I say I love you before the food arrives on date 1, what? I mean, you're not getting like maybe long term, but the girls will get turned off by you saying so early. So probably you get neither, my friend. Nor long term relationship, nor hookup. 5 more. If I tell her my mom still does my laundry, I mean, if you're hot, you're gonna get hookup, but she's gonna get like kind of turned off by this. Maybe hookup. If I ask for her zodiac sign before asking her last name, I mean, could be applied to both. Depends on situation. I would say more so for maybe a hookup, because like you will know personality wise and you will probably try to seduce her in a way. Probably hookup. 3 more. Long-term relationship option or hookup. If I ghost her for a week but then text what you doing, probably she could chase you by doing this if she's attracted to you. So let's say long-term relationship more likely even, but hookup also. Both of them are good, I would say, in this situation. Long-term relationship or hookup option only if I show up to the date with earphones still in. I mean, that's okay, I guess, in both situations. So really, you can get both, you can get neither. I'm not picking here because it's kind of a pointless. Both you can get or you can't get. And the last one, the last game and like the last option of today's show, does she see me as long-term relationship or hookup only option if I buy her flowers but from the gas station on the way? I mean, flowers are flowers, right? It's a nice gesture. Definitely long-term relationship, especially if you guys were dating. Do not overdo this. You can do this, especially if you love her. Do not overdo this though. Hookup option, like girls like wouldn't like appreciate like that much, or like flowers, like doesn't matter from where, but they just wouldn't like that much. Okay guys, well, we had amazing fun show today. Even it's mystery hour and we talked about some taboo segments, but it was really fun for me. Probably the most fun mystery hour show I've done to date, but like it was some sort of mystery taboo topics as well, so like the balance today was really good for like interactive, fun and mysterious taboo segment of the show. As I said, from September the 1st we will have up to date now, I can tell, 7 new electronic dance music radio music programs / radio shows. So yeah, the most we had up to date. Plus we're gonna rework our main music programs like Mantinho Chill, Mantinho Dance Pulse, Mantinho Classics, and Mantinho Night Ride. And 2 old shows are gonna be coming back, one of the fan favorites. So yeah, month of September is gonna be huge on Mantinho Dance Pulse FM. And yeah, guys, I cannot wait to start it, and I'm really excited to share those new shows starting the next Sunday. You're gonna be seeing them on mantinhodancepulsefm.com. Now we're gonna end as always at song choice of the day. One of my favorites from 2021, Tiesto and Ava Max, The Motto. I think I don't need to speak more about this track. Everyone knows it. And yeah, guys, for my stereo hour, I'm gonna be back next Wednesday. I'm actually not sure if I'm gonna do a rerun because this one was a really good show, or I'm gonna be back live. Let's see. But for weekend show, as I told you guys, if I'm changing anything, I'm gonna like early Saturday announce it on my radio